What is going on, YouTube? I'm your West host, and today I want to talk about the Tanabata celebration coming to JP Dokkan Battle. Now, this is going to be a little bit lengthy, a little bit of me rambling, I'm warning you now, but it's very exciting, so I'm very stoked to see what's happening, what's coming. So with that all said, let's go ahead and hop on in. So if you can't see, this is the post that I'm referencing right here on your screen. Super Saiyan Blue KAIOKEN and Super Saiyan Blue GOKU, or Super Saiyan Blue Evolution VEGETA coming to Tanabata. Now, this is from this website made by a user named DOKKAN. He's very famous on Twitter. He usually leaks things coming out to Global, sometimes JP. For Dokkan, he's French, and he has been correct every single time. To my knowledge, there has not been a single experience where he has been wrong. I think one time there was some weirdness around release dates in Dokkan where he predicted something, then said they changed the release date. They did end up changing the release date, and it did end up coming out like he said. So he's never been wrong. He mostly talks about Global. Once again, I'm sorry, I don't speak French. But this is him talking about the Tanabata campaign, and right here is what he's talking about, is a new LR Super Saiyan Blue Evolution VEGETA and Super Saiyan Blue KAIOKEN Goku. This would make sense coming to JP at this time. Recently, they've dipped their toes heavily in the Tournament of Power. The last Dokkan Fest exclusive that came out was Kefla, who of course is a Tournament of Power legend. She was a Potara fusion in the middle of Tournament of Power, so it made perfect sense for her to be as strong as she was. She's amazing. Then we had LR UI Goku Omen, UI Goku Sign come out to JP. Of course, he was a global exclusive, or global first unit for a little while, rather. So he came out, so it makes sense that the next celebration they would dip their toes back into the Tournament of Power. However, it is a little kind of asynchronous from what they've done in the past. Usually what they focused on is diversifying out of the Tournament of Power, because it was the most recent arc in Dragon Ball Super, which of course has concluded. Here lately, though, it seems like they've really been dipping their toes back into Dragon Ball Super, which leads me to believe that they're probably going to start making adaptations of manga units. The current manga chapter is actually pretty well written, in my opinion. It's a little quick, a little bit quicker than I'd want it to be, but it's really interesting. They're doing a lot with different characters and kind of reimagining some of the original lore, which I really enjoy. And I think Dokkan's getting ready to start pulling from there. The amount we've been seeing of the Tournament of Power representation recently is staggering. And it's really, like I said, asymptomatic of what Dokkan's done previously. Of course, you know, Blue Gogeta has been used in 2 different cards since his release, which is pretty shocking given how quote-unquote recent he came out. One was an anniversary LR, one, of course, was a Dokkan Fest exclusive TUR. Vegito Blue has recently had his, he's got his new LR for the anniversary coming very soon. He's got the probably best TUR in the game right now. UI Goku might be the best unit in the game, period. And of course, you know, the top 4 units in the game are all Dragon Ball Super units, which is saying something. So I think they're really going to back off from that, fear of dipping into the Tournament of Power and Dragon Ball Super as an entity, because they're going to start expanding beyond. I think it's also very likely they're going to start dipping their toes into Dragon Ball Heroes, which gives them more options. The reason for that being Dragon Ball Heroes offers new ideas, new concepts that Dokkan hasn't been able to represent previously. So while some people might not enjoy Dragon Ball Heroes, the idea of slapping a new form or doing something unique with certain units, I think is going to appeal to them very well, and it's probably going to be very marketable. But we'll touch on that at a later date. So the big things are, if you look, there's a comment that sums up a lot of it, and I can't remember where it is. It's down here a little further. Here we go. This is by a user named Yami. Thank you very much. I don't speak French, so I appreciate the translation. But it looks like Tanabata is going to be centered around the Tournament of Power. No surprise there. New LR Super Saiyan Blue KAIOKEN and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution VEGETA is coming. New cards from the Tournament of Power, as well as Awakening for old cards. Now, that's actually interesting. Let's go ahead and pull up the Universal Survival Saga category. because I think it's interesting to look through. There's not a lot of units that need awakenings. As you look through, so of course there are the 3 leads. Probably my favorite out of all of them is Jiren. I think he's amazing and has held up very well to this day. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken might be the best. Hit is trash. And the sub leads. So there are the LRs. 3 just absolutely staggering LRs right there. If we get Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, Goku, and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta added on there, I assume they're going to be at least on the level of you. Or, you know, at worst, you, and you're still amazing. So that's going to be very interesting. So we look at the TURs here. They're all really good. Skinny Boo is great in Super Battle Road. Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. This one has aged like fine wine. I think he's probably one of the best aging category leads, given how old he is. You're not that great. You're amazing now that you've got your Easy A. You're a really good unit. You're amazing now that you've awoken. You know, you're the same name as your LR. You're good. I don't have her as highly rated as a lot of people, but I kind of understand, you know, why people like her. You're trash. You're trash. You're pretty good. You're still pretty good in my opinion. You're good. You're bad. You're really good. Kind of looking through. I shouldn't go through every single unit. Physical units could probably use a little more representation. Super 17's good, but he's starting to age. You're amazing, and you're amazing. So let's look at the SSRs that could awaken. AGL, all of you awaken except maybe you. I think you're free to play. I don't remember if you awaken or not. Let's open you up real quick. I want to say she doesn't, but she's also, yeah, free to play, so that's not really a huge deal. Maybe that's the worst I'm talking about. This Jiren doesn't awaken. Maybe he could. You two, you have TUR, right? No. Okay, so we could see some free to play awakenings. Well, that was weird. I could see that happening maybe, because you could awaken. You could awaken. You could awaken. Maybe, okay, maybe Caulifla and Kale. You two, no, not you. What type is the free to play Kale? Maybe she's tech. Sorry. So you two could awaken. I could see that. Bodamagetta awakens. Ribrianne awakens. You don't awaken. You could. You awaken. Of course, you awaken. Yeah. Unless they're going free to play. I know they mention here in this comment that awakenings for old cards, but like, who's gonna awaken? I don't really know. Like I said, unless they go free to play, which they could. They easily could do. Maybe this SR could awaken. That'd be cool. But yeah, there's just not much opportunity there. So what else did they say? Brand new LR Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. LR Easy A Goku coming around the 22nd. That's a little surprising given that he's already teased in the news. Because if you look, that's 4 weeks away, I want to say. Yeah, that's 3.5, 4 weeks away. That's very surprising they keep him that long. It's not the first time they've done something like that, but still. And the last bit is the 120% leads Easy A coming. Now that's interesting because it's going to be, the Tanabata celebration this year at least is going to have to be Super Saiyan Blue themed. Because your 2 units headlining your Tanabata banner itself is going to be the LR Super Saiyan Fusions. So that's... that's Super Saiyan Blue. Then if your new unit is an LR Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, that's going to be Super Saiyan Blue themed. So it's going to be weird because there's no Dragon Ball Super units in the 120% lead. So that'll be kind of interesting to see what they do with that. And I just real quick, for the Super Saiyan Blues, I think this screen is going to be used similar to how Goku and Frieza is used. I think you're going to see them fighting, and I think this is probably going to be the LR right here. Obviously, Goku's mouth will probably be closed. But I think Vegeta's going to be like a half step behind. I think we're going to get that sweet Super Saiyan Blue aura. And then I think we're going to get little trickles of that almost like royal blue, purplish Super Saiyan Blue evolution effect. I think if they add in kind of the like lens flary sparkles in Vegeta's animation, that's going to look amazing. And then if this aura always looks great. So, yeah, I think it's going to be really pretty. Overall, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a great card. It'd be very hard to mess that card up. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm very excited for that. So let's go ahead and take a look at last year's Tanabata campaign. So we had some missions. They were pretty good. These wish strips right here, you can see, they're actually really nice. You get 7 of them, and you can exchange them for regular banner units. If I'm not mistaken, the list of options was actually pretty good last year. Just kind of help you pad out some of your box. Some of the units, like the Gohan and the Goten, or the who was it? The Super Saiyan Blues, the Goku and the Vegeta that didn't have awakenings at the time, awoke this year, and they are amazing. Or they woke in the past year, and they're amazing. So if there's any SSRs that don't have awakenings yet in that 77, go ahead and snag those. Because the way they've been working recently is these awakenings are amazing. So you've got the second part missions coming from July 11th. Then, of course, we had the new banner. I think this is the first time that Kid Goku came back around. Honestly, I feel like Kid Goku's never on banners. I've never pulled him on either version. I don't remember what banners he's ever on. And then, of course, the new unit was this Gohan and Goten. They were, at the time, the second best unit in the game. I believe they were the best unit in Global at the time, because Kalen Khalifa took forever to come out. So, I'm expecting great things out of this new LR. And then, of course, you get the Big Boy banner. Now, this one, I will say, was it always is a banner where you're probably not going to get what you're hunting. Because if you take a look, these are the featured units. And that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to have 20 featured SSRs on there with the exact same rates you normally would. So, while yes, there are 3 LRs featured, 1, 2, 3, if you miss on these banners, it's probably not going to be great. Now, it's better this time around because we're going to get 120% easy A's. And there's a chance that we don't have the 120% units padding out this banner. We're probably going to have some of the older category units. So expect things like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, probably going to come back. Omega Shenron, probably going to come back. Ain't Goku Black, they're probably going to slap them on there. Stuff like that. Maybe they'll include like Tech Vegito Blue and STR Rose. I can see those guys making the cut. And I think there's a very good possibility that we're actually going to have 4 LRs on one banner. I think it's greatly possible that these guys are going to return. It would make a lot of sense bringing them back for the Tanabata celebration. They were last year's Tanabata unit. They're an LR Dokkan Fest that they don't get put on mini banners for what I consider to be a pretty obvious reason, which is that they don't fit kind of everything else. Most Dokkan exclusive LRs are part of a dual summon. So when they get put on banners, it makes sense for them to be kind of put against one another in each one of these dual summons, whereas this is a singular standalone unit, so it's a little harder to put them on competing banners. So I think this would be a great place to sneak them in. Then these will be the 2 fusions, and of course you'll have whatever the new Tanabata unit is. So definitely very tantalizing unit. I think realistically red coins are more important for this banner, because not only does this banner give you red coins, but you can exchange them for the anniversary units, which last year that was how people got Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta for the first time. So that can be really game-changing for a lot of people that are free to play. So this banner is always very exciting. It's just not great value. Then, of course, you get a kind of padding out category summon banner. I think that'll be interesting, because what I predict is that these guys right here... Oh, sorry, that's the wrong image. These guys are going to be a Join Forces category lead. I think it's just staggeringly likely. If you look at the Join Forces category, it's not as overwhelming as it used to be. But the issue is, Kefla is the only unit that headlines that category. So I think it's very likely that these two are going to be a Join Forces category lead. I think it'd be a perfect example of what that category needs. I think it's just a good, obvious option. So of course you're going to have your Dragonstone sale and your new Dokkan event. This will be interesting because there is both a Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and an Evolution Blue Vegeta Dokkan event, so you'll probably have a new event, and then it'll require medals from the other 2, which I think is pretty obvious. There's a new story event. The story event that got renewed last time, so I predict we'll get a new Tournament of Power event, probably geared toward the latter half, maybe latter third of the Tournament of Power. We'll have things... Oh, you know what they could do? Oh, this is a character I really want in Dokkan, is this Vegeta right here. From his fight against Jiren. Oh, they could add him as a banner unit. Whoa. Okay. I could see them doing that. That would be cool. So that would be good. That would be really good. Because he wouldn't be in joined forces necessarily. Because, that would be good. That would be a good sneak. That would be a good sneak addition now that I'm thinking about it. Of course, also you're going to have the Purunga Dragon Ball campaign. They've already announced that's coming back. That'll get you a bunch of incredible gems, which will be helpful for the LR Goku EZA. I'm going to guess right now, this is a little bit calling it forward, but I think there's probably going to be a campaign to get you caught up for the LR Goku EZA, because I was taking a look, and you need a ton of free-to-play characters just to get the free-to-play characters to get LR Goku EZA. So you have to have a bunch of free-to-play characters just to beat the Extreme Z areas for a lot of these units, and then you have to beat those Extreme Z areas and have units rainbowed to take on LR Super Saiyan Goku's EZA. Then you have to actually take on Goku's EZA. So I think there's probably going to be like a rush campaign. I think this is also likely. This came with the Extreme Z Awakenings for 7 banner units that awoke with Battlefield medals. So I think it's highly likely we'll see a campaign similar. Just an EZA for a bunch of banner units coming back. This was already... I believe this already existed in the Tournament of Power stuff. This all came back. I remember everyone was really excited for all these like Tournament of Power Universe 6 events coming back, and then it was just for nothing. Like, it had nothing to do with the EZA or anything. Dokkan, wow, that looks fake. I know that's Dokkan Battlefield, but like something about that font just looks fake. Like I don't know. That was a little disappointing. All of Dokkan events are back. The physical Broly Extreme Z Awakening. That was kind of annoying because Global had the celebration and they didn't get this EZA. And he's one of my favorite units in the game. So it was really annoying for Global not to get it, but it was fine. Excuse me, it was fine. The story event came back. Or was this new? At the time, I want to say this was a new story event. That came, yeah, because they were gearing up for the 350 million downloads. Yeah, that was new. Okay, that was new. That was surprising too. It made no sense with the rest of the celebration, but it ended up being a precursor to the 350 million downloads. Then you had these guys. They're fine. Just this event coming back. This event got remade, I want to say. No, this is before the revamp. Interesting. Okay. Weekend missions, we always get those. Vidal's flying technique that came back. Raditz came back, and everything before the World Tournament. This guy's okay. This Gohan right here, he's fine. This that always comes back. Bunny Bulma, and then this Broly banner came out. It was garbage. Broly is fun. This banner itself was just really bad. I wonder if this will show the next. Yeah, I think this is the one oh, this is... I have no idea what campaign this is. Anyways, yeah, this was just a... I don't know, it was interesting. It was really good for a campaign. It's always fun for Tanabata because you do get 7 units for free, which is really cool. You get a bunch of stones kind of randomly. There'll be a couple story events. You get an Extreme Z Awakening. Honestly, it's got a lot more content offerings, and I think a lot more for the game overall in terms of like characters and awakenings than it does incentive to summon. Though these 2 banners are always really good, so I highly advise not skipping. Let's click on this one real quick. Just take a look and see. Yeah, well, okay. I said these are really good, but I don't know. Wait. That can't be right. This has got to be the global version. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is the global version. What's the JP version? There we go. Because Kid Goku was on there. So this banner was better. I mean, obviously, it was way better on JP. I don't remember if this guy was out yet on global at the time. Yeah, so, I mean, these banners are... This is a... I was going to say decent, but really you've got 1, 2... Like, 1, 2, 3, 4 good options. This guy was good after his awakening, but everyone already had him, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know. You might want to skip these. If you've got coins, be excited. Obviously, these units are going to be amazing. If they're coming out with new units, this could also be good, because if this guy is that Black Eye Vegeta, I'm summoning when this comes to Global and Christmas. I'm summoning probably regardless, but still. Yeah, I think there's a decent chance this banner looks a lot better this time around. The problem is they were still trying to emulate Globals a little bit, and Globals was garbage. Yeah, you've been around a lot. You're good, but you'd been around a good bit by then. You're garbage. You're garbage. You're garbage. You're okay. And then you were, before your awakening, you were garbage. I'm sorry. Before that Battlefield EZA, you were terrible. And then you were really bad too. So yeah, this was a bad banner on Global. I remember I got these two. I did not know how good they were at first, because I didn't have you and I didn't have the team to optimize them, but damn, they were awesome. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is kind of just a lot of me rambling in a video I don't normally do. Credits to the Dokkan Battle Wiki, as always. It's amazing. Big shout out and love to Dokkaner, or Team Dokkaner, I believe he is on Twitter. And I'm very excited for this. I saw this a little bit late. That's why this is going up a little bit late. But I am super hyped for this. So if you are, please let me know. And as always, I appreciate you, and I hope to see you around sometime.